Ahoy lads, Sam here. Today I have another episode in this invasion analysis series. This invasion is a high-intensity, fast-paced invasion sent in by Darkspirit Lylliana. I recommend you check out their channel if you like seeing full DS3 invasions. This invasion is a 4v2 in the Ring City. When you first come up here, you start to see that you've got multiple opponents on the stairs. Now you can see that there's 4 of them. And you choose to Gundyr charge in and hit one of them. Not sure that was the wisest decision, as you could have been battered by 3 or 4 players at once, but here you start to take to just pelting them with something until you can regroup with the co-invader. I feel like you might have tried to land on that ledge there to keep the pressure off of you for just a moment. That's not a bad idea. Either way, you have a co here, and engaging in a 4v2 is infinitely better than a 4v1. Again, you use this fall to get just a bit of distance. Now, the PvE here in the Ring City is some of the most dangerous PvE there is. It's actually very worthwhile using and trying to hit players and keep that PvE alive. The Host of Embers is barely visible over to the right here, and they keep casting healing miracles. Eventually you're forced to do something about that. When you turn around here, you accidentally do this slide animation. This puts you into counter frames, and it makes you take more damage then. You also cannot roll during this time. The way to prevent this is normally to round out yourself when you turn around a bit, rather than a straight turnaround. You can also choose to block while two-handing a weapon, or block with a shield. You can also two-hand larger weapons like a claymore, and you don't have to do any of those things. You will not do this animation ever with larger weapons whilst two-handed. The phantoms you're fighting clearly have some level of PvP experience. It isn't too long though until one of them falls to your Darkspirit co-invader. Here you're gonna see you put a lot of focus on the phantom here, which normally is good when you've got 2 invaders, but it's kind of a mistake, and you realize that rather swiftly and go for the host, because they keep casting healing miracles, and they're not going to have enough time to do that if you pile on them. This next bit is really obvious to the seasoned invader. It might be so obvious that you've forgot or you don't even think about this anymore. The host pulls out a parry tool, and then what do? They turn around. What do they do then? They come towards you. What's happening? A parry. A parry's happening. Alright, everybody knows it's happening. Then you get trapped, and I mean, panic rolling is actually the right choice in that situation. And luckily you're able to slip out by the skin of your teeth there. Everything is bad about this spot. The camera angle, the pinching, close quarters, get out of this spot. That Gundyr charger on the corner. That is hard to deal with on the other side. You're only seeing one phantom and the host. There's been another phantom somewhere. Aldrich knows what he's doing. Fighting the PvE, I guess, because the other invaders here, eventually they die, but you only really see the phantom and the host, and there's pressure still coming from the PvE that's still not dead, so Gundyr charging here actually makes sense. You accidentally lock on to your co-invader rather than the host. It happens to me all the time. I can tell you're quite well practiced at not hitting your teammate when this happens. You unlock and try to pull away. You're using a very fast weapon, and unfortunately you're just not fast enough to pull away. It's something that comes with time, and it's good to practice on. The host gets smacked by PvE. And you'll see again, like we said earlier, they move forward, telltale sign of a parry, a hail parry, it's not enough, and the invasion's over. Well, I hope that showed you what went right and what went wrong in this invasion. Thanks again to Darkspirit Lylliana, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one, lads.